Today we're diving into a track that blends primal energy, experimental production, and early 80s technological boldness. Peter Gabriel's groundbreaking 1982 single, Shock the Monkey. Released on September 20th of 1982, just weeks after Gabriel's fourth solo album dropped, Shock the Monkey marked a pivotal moment in pop music. While some interpreted it as a commentary on animal rights, Peter Gabriel himself clarified that it's actually about jealousy, an emotion he explored using symbolic language and animal metaphors. In an interview, he explained, "You can ape to ape, monkey with the monkey. It's simplistic wordplay. But the theme is jealousy." The single reached number 29 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the US, making it his first top 30 hit in America and staying on the chart for an impressive 18 weeks. The sound design on this track is phenomenal, especially if you are into early digital synthesis. Gabriel and co-producer David Lord recorded the song at Gabriel's Ashcombe House studio near Bath, England. To build the sonic landscape, they used cutting-edge gear for the time, the Fairlight CMI, a revolutionary sampling workstation, the sequential circuits Prophet 5, and the legendary Linn LM-1 drum machine. Drummer Jerry Marotta avoided cymbals entirely. Instead, he used a surdo drum to create deep, controlled rhythms that wouldn't bleed into other mics or compromise the sample textures. The result, a rhythmic foundation that was tight, unpredictable, and distinctive. In 1982 interview with BBC Radio 1, he said, "I was trying to write in a Tamla Motown style, although the end production and arrangement isn't really in that direction. While it might not sound like Marvin Gaye or Smokey Robinson, the lyrical structure and groove-driven approach subtly nod to soul roots." Now let's talk visuals. Directed by Brian Grant, the music video for Shock the Monkey became an MTV hit, and for a good reason. It's theatrical and packed with surreal imagery. Gabriel appears in dual roles, a dark-suited office worker on the brink of collapse, and a white-painted shaman figure with geometric markings. The symbolism is dense. At one point, Gabriel is restrained by three little people as he spirals into chaos. It's strange, yes, but it's also a perfect visual companion to a track exploring inner turmoil and jealousy. Fast forward to 2006, Gabriel's Real World label launched an online remix contest, inviting producers around the world to reimagine Shock the Monkey. Musicians could download the original stems and submit their own mixes. The winning track? Multiman's Simian Surprise. Shock the Monkey can be a case study in early sampling, non-linear songwriting, and cross-media experimentation. So what does Shock the Monkey mean to you? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more nostalgic explorations. Today we're gonna be exploring the song Shock the Monkey by Peter Gabriel. This is a personal favorite. I remember listening to this track for the first time. I think the first time I watched this was on MTV, and I remember being a little, I don't want to say scared, but it was definitely a video clip that it was not the regular video clips that I was used to or we were used to at the time. I was a kid when that was released, and I remember there was something to the song that I really like, and the video clip also, it was one of these almost like short films, like could be like psychological thriller or something like that. There was something interesting about video clips definitely in the past, and I remember that actually got in my memory, and I remember Peter Gabriel's makeup and the whole scene of him like being like trapped in this kind of room and the monkeys. It was kind of like very trippy, but I definitely loved the song. And today we're gonna be exploring this track. I hope you like it. This is actually from the album Security that is part of this record. I have the tape and I have it on CD or something like that, but today I'm gonna be using the Yamaha CS40M to do the bass line. I'm going to be using the Linn LM drum that is here in my back. that it was actually used in the song, and I'm gonna be using the Juno-60 instead of using the Fairlight CMI. Something very cool about Peter Gabriel as well is that he experimented a lot with sound, and he actually sampled a lot of things, and thanks to the Fairlight CMI, he was able to add amazing sounds into his tracks. One, actually, some of the samples that he used were in this song as well, so he used the Fairlight for that. So today I'm gonna be sticking with these instruments. I am gonna be using as well some plugins to add reverbs, compression, and you know the deal if you've seen my videos before. And I might use a couple of virtual synths, VST. So just to add tiny elements and arrangements that I might forget to add or include with the gear that I have here in my studio. So let's start exploring this track, and I hope you like this video. So we're gonna start recording our drum using the Linn LM-1 drum computer. That was the original drum machine used in that song, and I just adjusted on the back of the machine, tune it to be as close as the original track. So let's record. We have the main track. There's other drums that actually I don't think belong to the LM1. So for that, I'm gonna be using some software using Logic Pro. And let's hear it. We're gonna record basically the main part of the song that repeats all the time, mostly all the time in the song. That is some kind of organ. It was made in a different synth, but I'm going to be using the Juno-60 that I think it does justice to the song. And again, this is not an exact recreation, as I always mention. It's just more like getting deep into the song, the production of this track. And I think it's as simple as that, but let me know if that is actually the chord. I think it's very simple. Okay, so that chord that we have with the organ, actually it has another synth over that is this. We're gonna add some elements on Logic Pro, some plugins to make it bigger, some reverb, and some other effects over there. So for the bass, I'm using the Yamaha CS40M, and I think I got a very good sound that is very close to the original bass. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you so much for your comments. It's been amazing talking to you guys in the comment section of each of the videos. So if you have a memory, if you remember something about this track, or you want me to recreate a song, send me a comment here on this video, and I am gonna be responding most of your comments. Thank you so much again. And also, if you want to support a little further, you can go to my Patreon, where I'm actually uploading a lot of the stems of these recreations, as well as some sample packs. I owe you the sample pack for the Yamaha DX7 that I'm actually in the works for that. So coming soon to Patreon, those stems and also sample packs. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in another nostalgic exploration.